Namaskar. Myself, Dr. Ismail Kumar Mishram, Department of Sociology and Social Work, Bharati Vishwavidyalaya, Durg, Chhattisgarh. Welcomes you all in today's lecture of research methodology. Today we will discuss on this topic of quasi-participatory observation. So, in our previous classes, we have discussed about the phenomenon of observation method, its concept, its procedure, its important types. In its important types, we have discussed about that controlled observation, uncontrolled observation and group observation. In our previous few classes, we have discussed about that the types of the uncontrolled observation, which we have described as participant observation, non-participant observation and quasi-participant observation. We have discussed already a lot about participant observation and non-participant observation. In today's lecture, in today's discussion, we will discuss about the quasi-participatory observation. We will see that what is this quasi-participant observation and how we can use this technique in our social research topics. Okay. So, first of all, in these few important points, we will discuss about the quasi-participant observation. First, try to look that the quasi-participant observation is the synthesis of participant observation and non-participant observation both. So, the participant observation and non-participant observation, when we synthesize both for the topic which we have taken as our research topic, according to the condition of the topic, if its demand that the participant and non-participant both kind of observation can be used in as a demand of our research topic, then we can use quasi-participant observation. And what is the procedure of it and what is the concept of it, we will discuss. So we are discussing first in English, then I will discuss also it in Hindi. So the participant observation, we have looked that in it we have completely participate in their social gatherings of any kind of group or community and in their daily life also. So their main events and their daily life, the observer will participate in both the cases. Okay. But when we talk about non-participant observation, in non-participant observation, the observer is remain aloof with their daily routine and their main events also. He will only observe from a certain distance and he will maintain this distance. So he will observe from a distance point and he will not participate in their any kind of activity for the sake of the purity of objectivity in researches. Okay. But when we talk about the quasi-participant observation, in this method, the observer will use both the technique simultaneously. He will use the participant observation also and he will use the non-participant observation also. Suppose a condition, a situation according to the research topic is demanding that we can use both the technique observation and participant and non-participant observation. So we can say that it is a synthesis of both the techniques because of some kind of observation are demanding that we have to choose that participant observation and non-participant observation. also. If we are, suppose if we are trying to study a community which is allowing you in their daily life routines, but they are not allowing you in their main events, such as their main religious rituals and their main kind of religious gathering or their personal code of conduct meetings of their community or their group. So obviously then there is the participant observation is not possible, and if they are allowing you in their daily life routine and their daily social activities, then you can participate. So according to the condition of the situation, you can participate and you can use the participant observation when you are observing their daily life routine and their daily social activities with their social interactions. But when you are trying to observe their main events, their main religious rituals and their personal code of conduct, meetings of their morals and their ethics, then because you are not allowing, then you can use the non-participant observation method. So in one research, in one study, you are using the both thing, the participant observation and the non-participant observation both. So it is called the quasi-participant observation. Okay, look. Observe, participate only in main events of the group, community, which is studied. Okay. Suppose this kind of condition, when the observer is only allowed in the main events of any group and community which is studied, then the researcher is having a few participant observation moments with their main events, but he is not allowing as a daily life routine which they are living in their community. So maybe the both condition, maybe he is allowing only in daily life routine and not allowing in main events, or maybe he is allowing only in main events and not allowing in their daily life routines. Whichever is the condition. Okay, whosoever is the participant, but he can use the both techniques in this kinds of situation when he is somewhere allowing and somewhere not allowing to observe them. So this kind of observation is called quasi-participant observation. Next point is, it contains the merits of participant and non-participant observation both. So this technique contains the merits of participant and non-participant observation both, and we can allow and we can have the both advanced condition with us, the participant and non-participant observation. But the advantage of this, that we can avoid demerits of participant and non-participant observation both. We can avoid its demerits. The both observation method which are using in many kinds of social researches, we can avoid in quasi-participant observation the demerits of non-participant and participant observation both. So it is a better condition, it is a better option. And the last one is, it can be used in intense and instant study both. So the quasi-participant observation is using in the intense study also and in the instant study also. When we have a quick study of any community or group and we are trying to study the intense, a long-term study, a deep study, a minute study, which can used by many kinds of researches with their appropriate conditioning of their social gathering and the demand of the situation which they are observing. So the quasi-participant observation is useful for long time and intense study also, and the quick and instant study also. So the long time study and the short period study in the quasi-participant observation can be used for both kind of situation and both kind of study. Okay, this is the summary of the quasi-participant observation. हिंदी में समझने का प्रयास करें तो इसे हम कहते हैं अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन। तो जो अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन होता है, इसमें सहभागी अवलोकन और असहभागी अवलोकन दोनों के गुण समाहित होते हैं। किस प्रकार से? मान लीजिए कंडीशन के अनुसार, परिस्थितियों के अनुसार आप किसी समूह या समुदाय का अध्ययन करने जा रहे हैं और वो समूह या समुदाय जो है वो आपको केवल कुछ प्रकार की गतिविधियों में अवलोकन करने की आज्ञा देता है और कुछ प्रकार की गतिविधियों में अवलोकन करने की आज्ञा नहीं देता है। मान लीजिए उनकी जो डेली लाइफ रूटीन है उसमें वो आपको आज्ञा दे दे कि आप ऑब्जर्वेशन कर सकते हैं, आप अवलोकन कर सकते हैं, और उनके जो विशेष प्रकार की पूजा पद्धतियां हैं या उनके जो पर्सनल निजी जो नीतियों से निर्माण संबंधी जो उनकी बैठकें होती हैं, उनके पर्सनल जो ग्रुप हैं या कम्युनिटी है उससे रिलेटेड, तो उसमें वो हो सकता है आपको शामिल ना करें, या ऐसा हो सकता है कि उनके जो बड़े बड़े त्यौहार हैं या इवेंट है उसमें वो आपको शामिल कर लें, आपको अलाउ कर दें कि आप पार्टिसिपेंट ऑब्जर्वेशन कर सकते हैं। बट उनकी जो डेली लाइफ रूटीन है उस डेली लाइफ रूटीन में वो आपको शामिल ना करें, तो वहाँ आप नॉन पार्टिसिपेंट ऑब्जर्वेशन मेथड यूज़ कर सकते हैं, और साथ ही उनके मेन इवेंट्स में आप पार्टिसिपेंट ऑब्जर्वेशन यूज़ कर सकते हैं। तो व्हिचएवर इज द कंडीशन, परिस्थितियों के अनुसार आप दोनों प्रकार के मेथड का जब एक साथ इस्तेमाल करते हैं तो इसे हम कहते हैं क्वासी पार्टिसिपेंट ऑब्जर्वेशन। दोनों के गुण इसमें पाए जाते हैं और दोनों के अवगुणों से इसमें बचा जा सकता है। देखिए यहाँ पर हम जो है दोनों के गुणों का एक साथ उपयोग कर सकते हैं, किसमें? अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन। और यहाँ देखिए हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं कि दोनों की जो अवगुण हो सकते हैं, सहभागी अवलोकन के भी और असहभागी अवलोकन के भी, तो दोनों के अवगुणों से बचा जा सकता है अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन। चलिए इसके साथ ही हम देखते हैं जो कि आवश्यक गुण है अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन का, कि ये गहन अध्ययन और तुरंत किए जाने वाले अध्ययन, शॉर्ट टाइम के अध्ययन जो हैं, अल्प अवधि के अध्ययन जो हैं, दोनों के लिए उपयोगी है। हम यदि लॉन्ग टाइम की स्टडी करना चाह रहे हैं, यदि हम लंबा अध्ययन करना चाह रहे हैं, गहन अध्ययन करना चाह रहे हैं, तो गहन अध्ययन के लिए भी और अल्प समय के अध्ययन के लिए, दोनों प्रकार के अध्ययनों के लिए आवश्यक है, उपयोगी है अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन। तो इस प्रकार से हमने आज समझा कि अर्ध सहभागी अवलोकन क्या है, इसके प्रोसीजर क्या है और ये किस प्रकार से इसका कॉन्सेप्ट है और किस प्रकार से इसमें अध्ययन किया जाता है। आशा करता हूँ आपको समझ आया होगा। धन्यवाद।